The best of the best athletes often make their sport look easy. That being said, it often takes years upon years to perform at the professional level. Still, there's nothing better than seeing someone play a sport at the top of their game. That's why we're breaking down 20 satisfying moments in sports.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 20. Mountain Biking Trash Day. This professional mountain biker decided to show the world how he takes out his trash. With exceptional skill, he has so much control over his bike that he is able to launch the garbage bag in the air and get it to land in the trash can, all before riding over and sweeping the trash can away. This biker definitely has some style. Number 19. Flying ice skates. Professionals in the ice skating world know how diehard you have to be about the sport to be amongst the best. To be able to perform ballet-style moves in ice skates, that's not easy. One pro ice skater was showing off some moves in practice that had everyone's jaws on the floor. As she swirls around, she drops down and then spins on the arm of her ice skating partner. As she does so, she is mere inches from slicing her partner's shins. Of course, she doesn't and completes the graceful turn. The amount of strength to complete a move like this is just insane. Number 18. Burning boat. Spectators were at a loss as they watched their speedboat burn on the lake. All they could do was wait for firefighters to get out of the remote area. Little did they know, a pro speedboat racer happened to be cruising the same lake that day. The driver raced over and managed to tailspin around, sending a wave of water crashing into the burning boat. It diffused the flame and probably saved a potential wildfire. Number 17. F1 Pit Crew. In the world of Formula 1 racing, a pit crew can make or break a racer's time. Their job is to perform maintenance on the car during a race as fast as humanly possible. Camera crews decided to go out and capture one of the best F1 pit crews in the world doing their job. The speed is pretty intense and it's almost hard to see everything that's going on. We recommend just watching this clip twice. Number 16. Hockey Handshake. The Boston Bruins hockey team is just as superstitious about their sport as any other Boston team. In fact, two teammates regularly do a special handshake before each game. They hope this keeps the quote-unquote magic alive. Of course, the handshake itself isn't particularly easy to accomplish. Their coordination definitely shows off their athleticism it takes to be a professional hockey player. Fans will have to wait and see whether this ritual handshake is actually paying off though. Number 15. Countdown. The Chinese military is known for having some extremely disciplined soldiers. Their athleticism is all part of the job and the way they present themselves. In one major Chinese celebration, the soldiers put together a human countdown clock. That looks pretty unreal. It's almost hard to tell it's actually people and looks digitized, but it's not. The soldiers are so coordinated they are able to move all at once, and the effect is dazzling. You don't want to miss this. Number 14. The Young Boxer. Many professional athletes are so good because they start training at such a young age. This is even more so the case in boxing. Many of the best boxers started out as kids who got into a lot of fights and were taken into boxing gyms to put that energy to better use. This 9-year-old boy has some incredible speed, and it's clear he has quite the boxing career ahead of him if he wants to go down that path. His speed and agility definitely make him look much older than he is. Number 13. The Dancers. Dancing is another sport that requires some intense passion and commitment. The world of professional dancing is cutthroat and only rewards the best of the best. For one performance, this group of dancers had to pull off a synchronized move that hardly looks human. All at once, they are able to pull themselves in and create a shrinking circle. The move is pretty spectacular, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Number 12. Smooth cycling. Some of the best cyclists in the world make their moves look smooth and easy. This cyclist was practicing on a special track designed for bikers. He moves up and down the curves and hills, makes it look like he's riding a wave. It's definitely satisfying to watch and very mesmerizing. Of course, it also requires an intense amount of strength and control over the bike to move this quickly. Number 11. Car frame. Car crashes are pretty regular in professional racing, so much so that crashes are often a part of the sport and the experience of going to watch them. That being said, no one expected such a clean crash during a major motor pre-event. As the car spun out and flipped, it shelled its entire coat, with only the inside cage left intact. Number 10. Motor turn. Professional motorcyclists have often led pretty short careers. The reward of the adrenaline is well worth the risk and danger for many who choose this line of work. Still, their speed and skill are unmatched. Slow-mo camera captured one motorcyclist at high speeds rounding a corner. The way he just barely touches the white line is not only mesmerizing, but pretty insane considering how fast they are going. Number 9. Walking on water. This one's not exactly a sport, but the athleticism definitely gives it a place on this list. Not only that, but it's absolutely satisfying to watch. A guy on a rope swing is able to hold on just so that it looks like he's walking on water as he swings out over a small pond. The move is definitely mind-blowing to watch, but also shows quite a bit of strength to be able to hold on like that. This is just one of those magical moments. Number 8. Monster truck flip. The world of monster trucks has a pretty niche audience. Of course, there are some monster truck tricks that have been caught on camera that pretty much appeal to everyone. This is one of those cases. In an unanticipated move, one pro monster truck driver does a front flip, which is the first one ever recorded in history. The stunt had the audience and commentators alike absolutely flabbergasted. It's pretty stunning to see something that big flipping through the air.
For Lee O'Donnell in the VP Racing Fuels Man Scientist, who had a rough night last night.
He did, but you know.
Number 7. Dodgeball flip. This clip has been circulating around the internet for some time. Still, it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Most people aren't playing much dodgeball these days. That being said, the sport takes quite a bit of athleticism. In one school though, a boy was able to bring it to the next level. Just as his teammates are being knocked out, he rises up to the challenge and is able to flip over a ball before firing back and knocking out his opponent. Number 6. Snowboard fall. Professional snowboarding has become an even higher profile sport since it has been introduced into the Winter Olympics. That being said, the Winter Games have been going on for years. A bad fall or mistake can cost some pro snowboarders their career, but captured on video, one fall turned into a trick and proved how much control these snowboarders have over their boards. Number 5. Hockey flip. Hockey is a very high-speed contact sport. The players racing up and down the ice don't have much time to stop and think. When a player loses their stick, it can often be disastrous. But audiences had the chance to catch a stick trick that they won't forget. During a pro game, one hockey player lost his stick, but as his teammate raced by, he was able to flip it up in the air for him to catch. The move had the audience going wild, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Number 4. Gymnast baseball. It's not too often we see athletes go from one sport to another, but it definitely happens. It's also the case that many athletes are good at multiple sports. In this case, a major Japanese gymnast was invited to throw out the first pitch of the game, which is a baseball tradition all over the world. Her flip when she pitched was super satisfying and definitely made it look way easier than it is.
우와, 좋아요. 최초로 시도되는 투구폼인데요.
Number 3. The dribble. During a basketball pickup game, one video caught a kid waiting to play, practicing some of his moves. As he dribbled, he was able to moonwalk backwards while passing the ball between his legs. The dance dribble was definitely unanticipated and certainly showed some ball control. Number 2. Loose tire. During a major competitive race, a car lost its tire and ended up pulling off to the side. His tire continued racing down the track though. After nearly missing a few cars whizzing by, the tire seemed to have a mind of its own. The tire continued rolling and happened to bump into a big pile of tires before landing neatly on top. The commentators were definitely shocked and burst out laughing. It was certainly weird, but it seemed like the tire knew exactly where it wanted to be.
3 wheels on my wagon.
It's a pretty dangerous thing, so anybody coming down the hill will be warned by the marshals that...
Number 1. Russian Hockey. During a Russian hockey shootout, one player pulled a trick no one expected. As he skated towards the goal, he was able to put the puck onto his hockey stick and stay there. He held up the stick and tossed it into the goal like he was throwing a spear. The move was definitely unanticipated and had the entire audience laughing. Whether it was legal or not is definitely questionable, but he did get the puck in the goal. The skill of professional athletes in their given sport is pretty remarkable. They managed to pull some unbelievable feats. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any notifications. This has been 20 satisfying moments in sports.